On this week's Facility Friday, we are highlighting the Physical Athletics Center, known as the PAC, at Mary Baldwin University. The PAC is home of the Fighting Squirrels Athletic Training Room and Strength and Conditioning Center. The facilities were shortly renovated in 2017 after the institution's transition to a co-ed university.
The Mary Baldwin Athletic Facility, known as the PAC, was bought several decades ago by the university. And when the university went co-ed in 2017, there was a significant upgrade in both the athletic training room and the health and wellness center, the physical fitness center, whatever you want to call it. The athletic training room tripled in size. It's right down the hall from the old athletic training room, but it tripled in size. It's got more tables that the athletic trainers can take care of the student athletes. We added an extra athletic trainer a couple of years ago, so that, again, to utilize that space and take care of our student athletes better. More whirlpools and all the bells and whistles that go along with a normal updated athletic training room we now have, where we didn't have them in 2017. Down the hall from that is our strength training center and our aerobic center, where we transformed 4 racquetball courts into 2 rooms. One room is the strength training center, free weights and medicine balls and those kind of things. The other side would be the aerobic center, where you're doing cardio on the treadmill, bicycles, that kind of equipment. So that's all in one. It's used by the whole campus. We get a lot of use out of it all day long and on weekends. So those 2 were the first, probably 2 primary upgrades to the PAC, to the athletic facilities, when we transitioned from single gender school to co-ed.
The Strength and Conditioning Center is always busy with activities, as it is open to all Mary Baldwin students, creating an inclusive environment.
Our campus is small. The truth is we only have 800 people on the campus, in addition to faculty and staff and those that kind of group. But we don't have 2 or 3 or 5,000 students here. We have less than 1,000. So other than, when a team wants to reserve it, at the appropriate times and within NCAA rules, they reserve it just like they reserve the gym or other workout space. And there's plenty of space for them. But when nobody's reserved it, typically during the day or at night after practices, things like that, it's open to everybody, and lots of people use it. We teach strength training classes in there in the mornings. We have an adjunct professor who teaches strength training courses. So again, it gets a lot of use, not just by our 200 athletes, but by the campus community. And I personally think that's a positive.
Burns look forward to continuing to improve Mary Baldwin's athletic facility in the near future.
We continue to make upgrades. I mean, there's a long way to go. But for example, when we started men's basketball 2 years ago, we transitioned a classroom into a men's basketball locker room so that we could have, better facilities for all our teams. We didn't have to have all the men in one locker room: soccer, basketball, baseball, track, the whole bit. So that's been a positive upgrade. The other thing we did upstairs was we transitioned a very beat up and run locker room space, and we tore down some saunas and things like that, and we created 2 clean, updated locker rooms for visitors. So if we have 2 soccer games, for example, we could put the women in one side of the visiting team and the men of the visiting team in the other side, and it's an upgrade. We keep upgrading. It's just there's a long way to go.
Continue to follow the USA South as we showcase facilities across the conference each Friday this year.